especially Bourbon. And now, the French Olympic team, yeah, is shutting up the Argentine Olympic team. See, and Enzo Fernandez, in the last 2 World Cups, concurrently, consecutively, you have World Cup back, you have the next one. Argentina and France have always been in each other's faces. In fact, since Russia, Abrantia, Yefredo, Angel Di Maria, Asia go upset French. Now France for later, qualify as far as going to the final, winning the competition. Then later, again in the World Cup final, meeting the Argentines and Argentina for using Lionel Messi and Angel Di Maria to beat the French and preventing the French from doing a back-to-back in World Cup history. It has been there. There has been some boiling tension. In fact, in the last World Cup, Argentina for the can share 2 goals. The French equalized and pushed the game further until the Argentines came to win it from the penalty spot. The rivalry, the form of animosity, how Obia Peso Shen Yonko, Obia Bababa, then the icing on the cake was Enzo Fernandez and moi, Enzo Betu Amonum. And mind you, immediately Sir Enzo Fernandez Moses Semnebayano. We went back to time of France for no CG World Cup. Omoka say, oh, N'Golo Conte, Epoketi, no Messi, no Messi, no Croy, or Kete to say, all of these things went on. It was the clash of the titans. And of course, with pressure building over the last few years, never even the Olympic team. And just as you know, the Olympic team country, there are some senior players in there. The French had Alejandro Lacazette team. And Argentina for no Otamendi team. So all of them will bring everything together. Your ball game new year and your celebration and your baby we could celebrate here. It is because the French on home soil, actually are shutting up the Argentines. No, ama Bibia, Oma making sure say Omanya the win for the night. Everything was going on very well.
First story in Fengram, Azamati. Minkata to say finishes second, 10.8 to the semi-finals. Paris 2024. And Azamati, and so Ghana food now.
Yes,
proud.
Two. Just before I came on air, and I'm tweeting. Say, me what university care university ano. Azamati, baby, I'm co school me Accra. No, me ni nyina na nyini. Iti ye nyina ye pon a ye Pentecost Park bi. Oh, baby, ani ye nyina no. Ye kubi ani ye bobo. And I've said it here several times. Azamati, ni bobo krachi America to no to no. And time okache me say, oh, call a gun to go and be a sprinter. Make say aden sprinter there all the day because I believe he's only a better footballer. And just before I came on, I tweeted that I believe in Azamati more than anything. If you go onto my Twitter, you see it over there. It made analysis, made sad news. It's the best news I've heard this morning. So Benjamin Azamati qualify. I'm sure it's going to be one of the best qualifying times to take him through. Last season hasn't been good for him because when you have a lot of injuries, it's good for him. But we can't also. The French anti-timer Odinya qualify at 10.08. The winner no Kashen Thompson. That's the fastest man throughout the year. From
Jamaica.
Yeah, na Azamati Ewonechi and Kashen Thompson throughout the year has been the fastest man in the world. And Azamati Edinechi with 10 points. So just microsecond 0.8. NODBT Azamati. I think that's a very, very good run from a branch of Benjamin Azamati, and it's good news for Ghana Olympics now. Which France for na ye no be and na nyam won see a ball match ni no who sa scenes we na France for na Argentina for na ko and all of those things. It was always going to happen. They had to renew that rivalry. And unti Argentina Egypt for no so eche Paraguay for no yom ho adwuma. Now there's going to be a semi-final bet of Morocco versus Spain and Egypt versus France. I won't go into how Ghana is in a very long time and how Moroccan football has been on the ascendancy. It is becoming a cliche. It's really a movie on. We'll talk about that later. League season is not started just in about a week or two, and then 3 weeks from now, depending on baby I have free. Germany is starting around 18th thereabout. Spanish La Liga around that same area. The first one in and around will be the English Premier League to start, and just 2 weeks to go. And then you may your blockbuster of games. You may El Gran Clasico in the preseason. You may Liverpool versus Manchester United. You may Torreon versus Bayern Munich. You may Manchester City against Chelsea. All of them a lot of conversation. Which, in terms of transfers, I want to start from here. Thomas Partey, is he making a bad decision?
So I'm Saudi Arabia.
You see, I know the HM. See, I can't 1 year on the contract. So. Arsenal, you need to face Arsenal for some more Mikel Merino. I'm a show my team name. And this is what I was talking about with Clichy off air. Say, for me, the handling of Abrante friend Thomas Partey, because time when Arsenal for some projects, he was one of the mainstays into your team. Thomas is 31. Jorginho was 32. So also go for Mikel Merino aba. In Mikel Arteta 4-3-3 na obono. In the midfield 3 last season, because in a Partey Prentino, it was either of Jorginho, which the clan Rice or Fiifi for him, and Martin Odegaard. It means that the game time of Thomas Partey is so better unless he's able to stay fit and compete for that area. See, as a single 6, the clan Rice again is paying any Thomas Partey to conduct play as a deep line playmaker on the ball. The pass selection, the passing range, the control, the cognitive ability to bet in the Gina baby winning ball and then play forward. Not Declan. Physicality wise, anything you need the energy to move up and down the pitch as a box to box, Declan is way better than Partey. And I'm beginning to ask myself, say, does Thomas has a future? Or future was Arsenal? And I said it's time for him to rethink his decision. Now, on move will be away from Arsenal Football Club and then go, because as a Ghanaian, they are very, very, very worried for Thomas Partey. But in this picture, he doesn't look worried. I say, oh, calm. Maybe he has everything under control, or maybe just and say, oh, yeah, shooters nessa, because Partey is a very, very important.
Yeah. So I won't say team yaba for Partey.
Yeah.
Only shooters.
Now,
Handy, I can't 1 year.
Yeah.
No shooter.
Yeah.
It is all Arsenal bedding. You continue. Now the minimum Arsenal and say, almost few say Partey no 1. Oh, you 2 injuries here and there. Season beyond the Nyapata, almost a full season performance.
Yeah.
Head will be praconche.
Yeah.
It's the other I am from Mikama, you know, name Fama.
Yeah.
Na, on my back up to Partey because I can't 1 year.
Yeah.
After 1 year, no, then really Partey will leave. Near the Mikama, you know, a room. Simple as ABCD.
Which you mean?
Sana Arsenal for me.
Arsenal depth or Fiifi, or Jorginho, or Thomas Partey, or Declan Rice, or Martin Odegaard, or Fabio Vieira, or almost 6. Or the Mikel Merino become 6 to 7 members. Me say Merino nyaba Partey will go. Merino nyaba, they will be forced to sell someone because the game time never sakra.
Partey.
Yes, because which
on your playing time with Arsenal.
I can't 1 year. I think they Arsenal pen and they will extend the contract. Arsenal don't look like.
They problem.
Yeah.
Say player can 1 year. Now team best in the winning command. It means that I'm more prepared live without you.
Yes. Yeah.
What I say. That is what I make us say. Now, so where's the Nieman is corner? I mean, obvious. Young family camera, you know, Nemra. Now, there, Yama particular more decision. You born a season you are. We don't coffee. Marino take you over.
Because it's
part of moment as well smart.
But so, senior was okay. The offense haven't really come.
And to know I'm charged and on
because Rich,
how many agents for him?
Say Mikel Merino bar. Mikel Merino 8. He can play as a 6, but more than 8. Into no 8, I say. And I say connect the Clan Rice and the press at 8 position on him. because he's a very good deep line playmaker to know about as a double pivot in the at Sociedad with Zubimendi, you know. He can play next into the middle of the park with Obi inverted about Fiifi-Manfred. Send a box midfield. It means that even Jorginho clone you be Mossa. Even Jorginho, only be Mossa if Merino is coming. And I don't think that Arsenal to Mikel Merino to just leave him on the bench. Merino is a very good player to be an imposition, physically very, very good. And he can do that box-to-box job for you. And watch the Arsenal planning recruitment. The first thing is physique. They want to go back in winning physical battles. Now look at the back of Arsenal. Gabriel Magalhaes, William Saliba, Ricardo Calafiori. All of these guys are physical specimens. Or the Merino became one Fiifi-Manfred. It augmented our physical depth. Now no money will Fiifi-Manfred. It was only Declan that was a physical specimen as compared to Arsenal midfielders. Although Partey was our physical, he is not as physical in those duels as you want him to be. Anytime I'm choosing between either of Amadou Onana or whoever that comes in the middle of the park to come and be an aggressor, so for me, time looks like this running out for Yenia friend Thomas Partey, and they need to start finding unless there is a contract extension on the horizon. I mean, but and yes, they need to start looking out for him. Rich,
Marino was very good when. So was on show the defense.
Yeah, Miguel Merino is very, very good.
Super player.
Very, very, very good.
Yeah. Bobo. Anytime you saw Spain for no a show goes in we are. No more than to shout.
Yeah.
Nejumo Bayan.
But me,
Banzo and perfect.
Precia Konenima, he's a very, very good player. I just hope Partey, you see him. Maybe me a Ghanaian and me sentimental. And Mr. Odebechemi. But I believe said the way Arsenal for start on project with Partey, no. Say on Belgian league now, maybe a bit more this season and next season, and I hope say Partey should be part of it.
Okay.
The way I'm going to start here, no. Say Arsenal for Belgian league now, say Partey and Kahubia, a baby ya pass a Ghanaian, and that's from a sentimental point of view because of course I am a countryman. Rich.
Kofi San Facha me break a protocol na on the blood donation, no.
Yeah.
Matisse nipa bebre ba.
Okay.
Omo ba. In Channel Lab FM premises.
Yeah.
Na mesamo enye on the 17th.
Oh, okay.
On the 17th and blood donation no. Yes, we be on kwan so na
wo ba. That there was a change, right? Date necessary.
And yes, ye pa me chawo nye
okay.
They call on the 17th.
Okay.
To be a fe na wo faka ba ana nam kwan so na wo ba so say blood donation no on the 17th.
Okay.
Ti ya no ma so edi am go bi. Yen trust with by motion.
Which players we mean that if players we mean about I have some stand and mean we are closer to one than the other.
You Mazari.
Very, very close.
On our medicals.
Very, very close. Medicals say there. He has been given permission. Still, you've not agreed anything with Bayern Munich. One day we'll crash for the matter.
Kofi. Why ne asasisura? Ni player onon kan ho asem nyu ose go medicals.
No, your man the permission to travel.
And go and do medicals.
No. One man assurances. Man United assurance no dey buy no. It is hinged on selling Euro Wan-Bissaka. As we ma can 1 week consistently here.
So it means that Semeti dia wo kana say there has been an agreement. Say ye ton Wan-Bissaka. Yenye sika na then ye dey amamo for Mazari.
So let me explain to you why I'm saying say enye done.
Okay.
But it's very, very close.
Me too.
And me choose our words, no.
Okay.
Very close instead of done. Now, send an American. Bayern for Mazari, go ahead. Say you can speak to Manchester United on a formal level. Now say munya time kampuna, won't prepare and more ready for medicals later. But it is hinged on this man Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And Rich, Wan-Bissaka knows that Coach Alfred Eric Ten Hag will favor Nazari than him. Again, tactically and stylistically, Abrante Alfred Nazari is a better fit to what their coach Eric Ten Hag than Abrante your friend Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Now, why am I saying this? If Samuel right hand side on, you have Anthony and then Nazari if he comes in at Ajax Amsterdam. That was what was happening. Now, so what's Antonio? Onye the winger Otimi hugging the touchline as you would want him to do. What he does as a winger is that or person or inside or cutting in, no baby shape onto the favorite foot, not in bubble. And if you want to be able to do that, you need a fullback that can keep the weight for you on the other side. Aaron Wan-Bissaka any star player no or something ya injuries kakra the modern money and said that you're consistent for Manchester United and United would want to do away with Aaron Wan-Bissaka, raise fans and then go and bring a branch of friend Nazari or 15 year to hack and of course Obi our born direct hack and I've gone very far in the Champions League. This won't be new for him. The only thing is that a big chance for Anthony to prove himself once Nazari comes in. And even on that wing, say Jadon Sancho also adds now. He gives all of them. Mono wingers, any natural wingers that will have the touch time. They all want to come inside into the half space. And if they do, this is the chance for them to Nazari Bar. They can occupy the half space and then affect the game properly. Then you can use the pace of Marcus Rashford more Hoyland and fully fatal to get in behind and then head open and you're close, but then hinge on a few things. The only thing is West Ham for also to Neto H. Omu Nicholas Falkirk. Dortmund former Nicolas Falkirk for permission say Falkirk permission say on Bambaye the medicals West Ham United. Nas Andy catcher the story of Somerville, also an important player. On almost some phase of center forward, of course, under William Lopetegui. It's a new era for West Ham United and United air chain. So many kakakra everyone. Yesterday, in the lead up to Chelsea match on Melbourne and then against Man City, no. Pep Guardiola Kasai. Now, Rich, Pep is a very, very, very cunning man. Now, Kasai, I am funny lightly. Okasa Bia, every day, say that they are making look out for diction. About Julian Alvarez and Saint Simia. Any Ebisa Pep say, now Julian Alvarez future no. See, Bibia Sisana. Pep's no news. Bibi anyhow. Zero news. He deserves now to take time that he needs to come back clean. To come back clean. Because playing every 3 days in front of 55,000 people is so exhausting for the responsibility to do well. Joseph Guardiola. If he has any issues, say, Obabe Yesi, don't forget to sign him now on back to come and play. And in that conversation, which also 80% of the squad named by preseason. It don't know only team or the Chelsea. And your preseason match, first game of the season, only team or the never because the boy is named Mai. I'm sure say Rodri M.I. Who said team Numa? I think on my last game I saw Matthew Kovacic in there. But Nina most cities for small boys no Phil Foden M.I. John Stones M.I. Some of these players have all not come.
Especially with the players that
come very, very far.
And the Euros.
Exactly.
Excuse me.
Or say on share the new team or the never against Chelsea. He's waiting to see. Now Rich Conor Gallagher, I think if you say we have done justice to that story, even better than those that are close to the story in the UK. Throughout last week, any real now there's a different perspective. Yeah, person we do real. Let me check you. Musa team here. Oh, yeah, Chelsea here. For the very first time, you be saying Enzo Maresca 1-7 oh Columbus, Ohio. Really. Your friend is Cantona Mufi and a Chelsea airborne match and then you made with Manchester City. Cantona don't Chelsea need to be sure say any fan home.
Is it Cantona or UK?
Hey, Cantona if you want okay.
Oh US but UK CCA.
Okay, training.
And also Obako Trafford crack near be
okay, anyway. Ghana for Columbus, Ohio, and then you move a big match as a Moshe. Chelsea for name, but Man City